Hey everyone, I'm Northern Explorer. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing an overview of the Lake Gogebic State Park here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Lake Gogebic State Park is located about 9 miles south of Bergland, just off of Michigan Highway 64. With a surface area of 13,380 acres and a maximum depth of 38 feet, Lake Gogebic takes the title as the largest inland lake in Upper Michigan. The 118 campsites are reservable online. Any sites that haven't been reserved are available on a first-come, first-served basis. Most of the literature states that there are 127 campsites. However, some campsites don't exist. I suspect these campsites were removed to make room for recent renovations. The campground is fairly open with plenty of trees to provide shade. Each campsite has its own picnic table and fire ring. All but 10 of the campsites have electric hookup, flush toilets, showers, a dump station, garbage receptacles, and potable water are available. There are also a few vault toilets mixed in if that's more your style. The day-use picnic area includes a basketball hoop, horseshoe pitch, swing set, tetherball, volleyball, and a sandy beach. Canoe and kayaks are available for rent. The day-use area has its own restroom. The hard surface boat launch includes a dock and plenty of parking. Game fish include walleye, yellow perch, smallmouth bass, northern pike, black crappie, and bluegill. On my visit, I took a side trip to Cascade Falls. This waterfall is located deep in the Ottawa National Forest along Cascade Creek. I took the more rugged bluff trail on the way in. I do a lot of my research for the local Upper Peninsula waterfalls on a website called Waterfalls of the Keweenaw, and there's a similar website called Waterfalls of Ontario, and I found a really big, pretty remote waterfall that I'd like to get to this summer, so I might make a trip video about that one. So it looks like there's two overlooks here. This is the second one. Show you that real quick. And I think it's downhill from here to the waterfall. This looks man-made. I wonder if someone was digging for copper back in the day. Huh. I see you, Rocky Raccoon. I see you up there. Cascade Falls is made up of several short drops totaling about 14 feet. Downstream, Cascade Creek joins the west branch of the Ontonagon River as it makes its way to Lake Superior. Coincidentally, The headwaters of the west branch of the Ontonagon River is Lake Gogebic. I took the shorter valley trail on the way back. Total distance, 1.62 miles. Back to the campground.
This campground looks like it's had a lot of infrastructure upgrades in the recent years, possibly last year. You can still see where they planted grass, where they trenched for new electrical, and all the water spigots look new, and the dump station, that all looked new with new cement and everything. So everything's in really good shape here.
I always enjoy reading the informational signage at the campgrounds I visit. In this case, they provided good information about the flora, fauna, and history in the area.
There's a couple of waterfalls on this list I haven't been to yet. I'll have to check this one out someday.
I found out later that there's a historic point of interest at the park that I would have loved to have seen. According to the Lake Gogebic Area Chamber of Commerce, there are 2 gravestones dated 1822 and 1824 located about 100 feet away from the water's edge. These were not on my radar at the time of my visit. If anybody has seen these, please comment below.
The campground has its own little foot trail. I'm actually hiking it backwards from how they have it labeled, but you have to hike up the highway a little bit, 190 yards, and then cross the highway. So the trail, I think most of it's on the other side of the highway, opposite side of the highway that the campground's on. So far, it's a really nice campground. I'm surprised at the fact that it's not 100% full. It's 4th of July weekend, Saturday, and it's probably 60% full right now. It's only about 5 o'clock though, so maybe more people will come rolling in. But it's been surprisingly quiet. I expected it to be a little more busy. I have one of the non-service tent sites. It's nice. It butts up against the highway, but it's a pretty quiet highway. A car will go by once in a while. Don't really notice it. So I'm only going to take this trail up to the high point. I think it said 1,900 and some feet. So I'm hoping there's a lookout. And then I'll just turn around and come back the way I came. That ended up being a short hike. I should have put a fresh dose of bug dope on. I am heading back to the campground. That's it for this one. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.